Hubble and Weasel. Weasel and Hubble. Ubel and Weasel. Tomato, doesn't matter. So there's a study with cats in the 60s, a little before then. Harvard Medical School. These researchers, these experimenters separate two groups of kittens, okay? One group is exposed to horizontal lines only. The other exposed to vertical lines only. While they're kittens in the first few months of their lives, where their brains are developing. After a few months, these experimenters put these cats out to the quote-unquote real world. The cats, at the time, kittens that were exposed to vertical lines only, can't see horizontal lines. They're not jumping on a chair. They can't see the horizontal line. It's not a part of their reality. The ones exposed to the horizontal lines, vertical lines don't exist to them. They are running into table legs and chair legs. This is just further proof to me that we're seeing a reality that was created through our own belief. All right, here's my favorite definition of a belief. It's habit of thought. A belief is a thought you keep thinking. So I remember and I forget, and I remember and I forget, and that just seems to be the way that it goes. But I've said on here before that there was an amount of time, I don't know, month, couple months, whatever, where I was just getting really miserable. And I'm realizing that I was in a state of worry. How's this going to work out? How's that going to work out? Get this. I don't even remember where I heard this said. Listen to this line, okay? Worry is a prayer for what you don't want. That really hit me. In a world built on law, on natural law, on universal law, we ask and it is given. I talked about this a little bit last week, right? So worrying is essentially asking this law-based universe for more of the same thing, more of what we don't want. Thank God. A grace window opened, and I remembered that. So I completely shifted. Did a great big experiment where, okay, I changed my beliefs. I did it in a moment's notice. I'm not even going to go through the whole, maybe I should just post it here. Maybe I'll post it. Yeah, I want you to listen to what I listened to get me back on track with what I know to be true. I just listened to this recording closely, very, very closely, and I did what it said. I listened to the words and I did what it said. There are many ways to do this. You can meditate and stop thought. I just won't even get into all the details because it's like words don't teach, experience does. And for anybody who is interested, who is maybe just feeling kind of miserable in life, I mean, I think it's worth a try. It's worth a shot. It's what I did, and I watched everything in my life flip-flop and fast. I say a good thing is better shared. So I'm sharing with you something that turned really my whole interior and exterior life around quickly. But I told you, I remember and I forget, and I remember and I forget. So I happen to be remembering, so I'm sharing it with you. Yeah. What we think about regularly becomes what we believe is. If I don't believe there's any horizontal lines, you're going to run into a light pole. I'm going to run into a light pole. Anyway, this is what is coming to me this week. to pay attention, to look around at life and say, so, okay, I have created all of this through my habit of thought. Is this what I want to continue? Do I want something different? There's so much to be said about this, but I'm experimenting with saying less in a shorter amount of time. So there you go. And I'm just saying hi. That supermoon, that full moon that we had that peaked yesterday, supposedly that moon was closer to the earth than at any other time during the year. And that is probably one of the most incredibly intriguing full moons that I have ever experienced, for the leading up, all the days leading up to it. If I could describe the synchronicities that happened, and it was exposing something about a chapter of my life. Like 15, 17 years ago, I was in a certain chapter of my life that wasn't even here in Austin. And in Austin, I was running into people for days in a row that I did not know lived here, that that I have not seen since. So I'm just still sitting with that. Like, was the energy of that chapter of my life wrapping up? Like, I haven't put all of the pieces together. It's like the pieces are still showing up. Anyway, the veil has been thin, thin, thin. And I know I'm talking to the right group because I don't even have to explain that. But, whoa. And so I'm saying this now because it feels to me like it's a really good time to take a look at this belief piece. Okay, that's all I got. Love you. Love you so much. Mean it. Mwah. Bye.